Today, we're exploring the heart and soul of American muscle, the engines that define power, performance, and pure adrenaline. From the iconic roar of the Ford 302 Windsor to the earth-shattering might of the Chrysler Gen 3 Hemi V8. We're revving up to dive deep into the 10 best-sounding muscle car engines of all time. These mechanical beasts not only powered some of the most legendary cars on the streets and tracks, but also etched their names into the annals of automotive history with their distinctive sounds and groundbreaking performance. So which of these titanic engines will stand above the rest as the undisputed champion of muscle car engines? Well, stick around and find out. The Ford 302 Windsor, also known as the 5-litre, is a small block V8 engine that was manufactured by Ford from 1968 to 1978 in Windsor, Ontario, and later in Cleveland, Ohio from 1970 to 1995. This engine was initially designed for the GT40 sports car and was later used in various Ford and Mercury vehicles, including the Mustang, Galaxie, Fairlane, and Cougar. The Ford 302 Windsor has a 90-degree V8 configuration, displacing 4.942 litres, 301.6 cubic inches, with a bore and stroke of 4 inches by 3 inches. It originally had a compression ratio of 10.1 to 1 in 1968, but this was progressively reduced due to emission regulations, reaching a low of 8.0 to 1 from 1974 to 1975. The engine initially used double or quad barrel carburetors, with some versions receiving throttle body fuel injection in 1980 and a sequential multi-port fuel injection system in 1986. The 302 Windsor gained popularity in the muscle car era, particularly in the Fox Body Mustang and the Performance Edition Boss 302 Mustang. The Chrysler 440 V8 is a legendary big block engine produced by Chrysler Corporation. It was part of the RB engine family. It was introduced in 1966 as the most extensive V8 offering by Mopar, providing a powerful alternative to the more exotic 426 Hemi V8 at a more affordable price. The 440 V8 was known for its versatility, being used in a wide range of vehicles from muscle cars like the Plymouth Roadrunner and Dodge Charger to RVs, vans, and even tanks. The Chrysler 440 V8 had a displacement of 7.2 litres, 440 cubic inches. It was a torque-heavy engine due to its design with a larger cylinder bore of 4.32 inches and a stroke of 3.75 inches, falling into the over-square category. One of the most notable versions of the Chrysler 440 V8 was the 6-pack variant, featuring a unique 3-2-barrel carburetor setup that increased horsepower to 390 and torque to 490 pound-foot, making it the most potent variant of the 440 big blocks. The Chrysler 440 V8 was produced until 1978, remaining a popular choice for various Chrysler, Dodge, and Plymouth vehicles, showcasing its enduring legacy in the automotive industry. The Ford Coyote V8 is a renowned American V8 engine known for its performance, versatility, and distinctive sound. It is part of the Ford modular engine family, with the 5-litre Coyote being a standout variant. The 5-litre Coyote is a dual overhead cam (DOHC) engine that has been utilised in various vehicles, including SUVs, pickups, and notably the Ford Mustang GT for the past 12 years. The Ford 5-litre Coyote engine was first introduced in 2011, replacing the previous 4.6-litre and 5.4-litre modular versions in the Ford Mustang GT and Ford F-150. It features a 5-litre displacement, a V8 configuration, and advanced design elements like 4-valve aluminum cylinder heads with dual overhead camshafts. The engine is built around an aluminum cylinder block with pressed cast iron cylinder liners, forged steel crankshaft, and forged powdered metal connecting rods, showcasing a blend of performance and durability. The 5-litre Coyote V8 is known for its impressive power output, with the 2023 variant producing 450 horsepower while still maintaining good fuel efficiency, achieving over 20 miles per gallon. The Chevrolet 454 V8 is an iconic American engine that powered various Chevrolet and GMC vehicles throughout the 1960s, 1970s, and even into the 1990s and early 2000s. The engine was first introduced in 1970, 1 year before emissions standards were tightened and just 3 years before the gas crisis hit with full force. The engine was initially offered in 3 variations: the LS5, LS6, and LS7. The LS5 and LS6 were intended for high-performance vehicles, including the Chevelle and Corvette. At the same time, the LS7 was never offered as a factory option to the general public and was only available as a crate engine for high-performance uses. The 1970 versions of the Chevrolet 454 were the most powerful, with the LS5 putting out around 360 horsepower and the LS6 delivering about 450 horses. The 454 was initially offered in passenger vehicles like the Chevrolet Caprice, Chevelle, Monte Carlo, El Camino, Corvette, and even some GMC models. However, due to emissions regulations and the gas crisis, the 454 was eliminated from most passenger cars by 1975, but remained a viable power plant in heavy-duty Chevrolet and GMC trucks through 1996. The Ford Boss 429 V8 is a legendary engine developed explicitly for NASCAR homologation to challenge the dominance of the Chrysler 426 Hemi on the racetrack. It was a limited production engine installed in the 1969 and 1970 Ford Mustang models, with a focus on high performance and racing applications. The Boss 429 engine was introduced in the autumn of 1968 as part of Ford's 385 engine series, also known as the Lima V8. This engine series was designed to replace the existing FE and MEL big block engine families, offering a new design with a canted valve cylinder head layout and a 4.9-inch bore spacing. The Boss 429 engine was known for its impressive power output, with the 1970 version producing 375 horsepower and 450 pound-foot of torque. This engine was a formidable competitor on the racetrack and played a significant role in Ford's efforts to challenge the Chrysler 426 Hemi in NASCAR competitions. The Ford 427 FE V8 is an iconic American muscle car engine that gained global fame through its dominance in NASCAR, 4 wins at the 24 Hours of Le Mans, and countless SCCA and FIA sports car victories. The engine is most famously featured in the Ford GT40, making around 390 horsepower with a top speed of 205 mph. The 427 FE V8 engine is part of the Ford FE engine family, which consists of 9 different engines ranging in displacement from 332 cubic inch to 428 cubic inch. The FE engines were used to power many of Ford's most popular models at the time, including the Galaxy, Thunderbird, Fairlane and F-Series 1-ton trucks. The Ford 427 FE V8 engine is considered a big block engine with a displacement of nearly 7 litres. It was continually manufactured from 1958 to 1976 for installation into many of Ford's most popular muscle cars. After 1976, the engine remained in production by performance racing shops for marine and industrial applications, ensuring an ample supply of aftermarket parts.
Yeah, when we do the converters, it opens up another 30%.
The Chrysler Gen 3 Hemi V8 is a powerful and versatile engine that has been in production for over 20 years with no signs of slowing down. It has been used in a wide range of vehicles, from cop cars and Dodge Ram pickups to the iconic Dodge Charger, Dodge Challenger and Chrysler 300C. The engine is known for its high performance and durability, with the top-of-the-line Hellcat V8 found in the 2023 Dodge Demon 170 making an impressive 1,025 horsepower, the most powerful production V8 in American history. The Gen 3 Hemi V8 was introduced in 2003 and has seen various displacements ranging from 5.7 litre to 392 cubic inches. The 5.7 litre version, also known as the 345, was the first to be produced and delivers 345 horsepower and 375 pound-foot of torque. The iron engine block has a cross-bolted design, similar to the original 426 Hemi engine, providing rigidity for high-speed operation. The engine's bore and stroke are 3.92 inches and 3.58 inches respectively, with a compression ratio of 9.6 to 1. The Chevrolet Small Block V8 is an iconic engine that has been in production for over 60 years, with its first release in 1955 in the 1955 model year Chevrolets. The engine was designed specifically to compete with the popular Ford Y-Block V8 that had been released in 1953. The Small Block V8 was revolutionary for its time, as it was smaller, lighter and more potent than previous American V8s, making it popular among hot rodders for street performance cars and race cars up to and including the professional level. The Small Block V8 has undergone several generations of development, with the first generation lasting from 1955 to 2003. The second generation, known as Gen 2, was introduced in 1992 for the C4 Corvette. The third generation, known as the Gen 3, was introduced in 1997 for the 1998 model year. The fourth generation, known as the Gen 4, was introduced in 2005 for the 2006 model year. The Chevrolet LS V8 engine is a family of small block V8 and V6 engines designed and manufactured by General Motors. It was first introduced in 1997 for the Chevrolet Corvette C5 and has since become one of the most popular engines for engine swaps due to its compact form factor, power per dollar potential, and sheer ubiquity. The LS V8 engine has undergone several generations of development, with the first generation, known as Generation 3, produced from 1997 to 2007. The Generation 3 engines featured a new block, heads and intake manifold, as well as improved fuel injection and ignition systems. The LS1 engine, for example, was the first LS engine produced and was used in the Chevrolet Corvette C5. It produced 345 horsepower and was known for its high performance potential. The second generation of the LS V8 engine, known as the Generation 4, was introduced in 2005 and featured a new block, heads and intake manifold, as well as improved fuel injection and ignition systems. The Chrysler 426 Hemi V8, also known as the 426 Hemi or Gen 2 Hemi, is a legendary American V8 engine that was first introduced in 1964 and remained in production until 1971. The 426 Hemi was used in various applications, including the Dodge Charger, Plymouth Roadrunner, and Plymouth Superbird. It was also used in NASCAR and NHRA drag racing, where it became a dominant force. In fact, a 426 Hemi-powered Dodge Daytona was the first production car to reach 200 mph on a closed circuit, cementing its status as the most essential American V8 engine ever produced. The 426 Hemi was known for its high-performance capabilities, with variations of the engine likely producing upwards of 500 horsepower. However, Chrysler officially claimed 425 horsepower for the engine, which was still a significant amount of power for the time. Today, the 426 Hemi is still used in various racing applications, including NHRA drag racing and NASCAR. Now, which of these legendary engines do you think deserves the title of the ultimate muscle car heartthrob, and why? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also, subscribe to our channel for more content on high-performance cars like the GT500. That's all from this video. See you in the next one.